Isang pahayag para sa kahayag. Good day everyone, we're Kahayag Productions and we would like to introduce you to the very first episode of our podcast. I am Mike Paulette Sanfugato, your host for today, and
I am Edmison Patmogot.
I am Sam Sika.
I'm Sigfred Apelino.
And I'm Ariana Carrios.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about the SDG 7 and the problems that come with it, especially with the lack of sustainable energy at home.
We are also going to discuss our MIL PSA and the process that came with it. And so to formally start, were you all knowledgeable about SDGs before all of the tasks that were given to us by the MIL cluster and the OCC before for this school year?
No, because this is taught on us before grade 11.
Yes, I have heard of it last grade then. So sustainable development goals, or SDG, were created by United Nations so that we can make our world better, not only in current generation but also for the future generations.
And with that, San, I'm assuming that you know a lot about SDGs. And do you guys have any experiences with using renewable energy at home?
No, not really. We are super reliant on double light.
How about you, Ed? How about you?
Well, to be honest, our family personally use sustainable energy on our farmhouse, because on our farmhouse we don't have any access to electricity, so you have to come up with solar energy to use it for lights.
Yeah, we also have that in our farmhouse. And but did you guys know that LG released an ad before that? They had a campaign where their consumers lands on a platform, and that the kinetic energy that the platform, what do you call this? The energy that the platform produced powered the entire lighting stage that was presented in that concert. Did you guys know anything about that?
No.
That's super tiring. Just like
I only see them in cartoons, but I don't see them in real life.
Well, now that we've talked about our own energy sources at home that are either sustainable or unsustainable, now we are going to talk about what the SDG 7 is and why was it created and what problems pushed for its creation. So SDG 7 is affordable and clean energy. It pushes for more access to it. And why do you guys think this sustainable development goal was created? Why do you think it was created?
I think SDG 7 was created because since a lot of people still use unsustainable energy sources at home and in their everyday lives, such as fossil fuels, which is cause of pollution in our world.
Yes. Expanding to that, do you guys remember the scientist that did something like very controversial? Do you remember when a scientist told a sign out and said that the world was ending in 5 years if we don't take action?
I remember that.
Yes.
Because it's posted on
You
Facebook,
heard of it,
it's posted on
Ariana?
social media. There's so much shares.
But like, why haven't you seen it, Ariana?
I haven't heard about it. I've only heard about the controversy, but I didn't know that it was about the world is ending or about pollution and fossil fuels.
Yeah, and because of that, did you guys delete your emails? Because some on social media it said that if the emails that we have, the emails that we have,
They cause pollution.
yeah, they can cause pollution because of the data that we.
Well, I don't really believe that
Apparently,
it
I
causes
did not.
pollution.
Why don't you believe it?
Well, I don't know, because just simply because it's just in the internet, I don't think it can cause pollution.
But I think it can cause, because since it's in the internet uses a lot of servers to
Yes.
back up its data. That's why it uses a lot of energy. Yeah. How about you guys?
I didn't delete any of the emails because first of all, I don't have any emails inbox or something. No one emailed me.
But how about your ads email? So there's nothing. Yeah.
None.
Oh, so going back
Yeah, going back.
to our agenda. So
Yeah.
what else do you think?
Fossil fuels can harm our health because it emits dangerous gas. It's toxic.
And additionally, I can add to that that energy is a big factor right now because of modernization. Factories and people are reliant on fossil fuels, which is why we must find better alternatives that can still cater to our needs and at the same time be healthy for the environment, which is why I think that this Sustainable Development Goal number 7 was created.
Now that we have talked about why it was made, let's now talk about its goals. Firstly, the goal of SDG 7 is to increase the use of renewable energy like solar panels and wind turbines. Secondly, its goal is to ensure global access to clean and reliable sources of energy. And lastly, its goal is to expand and upgrade infrastructure and services to promote renewable energy.
Actually, our MIL video that we filmed and made, its advocacy is similar to the goals that Mike had just mentioned. It pushes for the same outcome. And in our video, we advocated for using clean energy at home, and that change starts within one's self. So, what ways do you think can help us be more sustainable at home and use much cleaner energy?
I think by simply conserving energy at our home can help us being sustainable.
Like, how do we conserve?
By closing the light when not in use, by turning off the aircon when it's not really hot.
How about you guys? What do you think?
Just like you said. And that's all.
Yeah. But guys, I heard about it somewhere. It said that the traditional aircons use much more energy than inverters because I heard that it has what they call it. It has a fixed speed of how it uses electricity. Meanwhile, inverters use less energy after they've cooled off the room. Yeah. You guys can hear about that? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also heard that.
So it can greatly help
Yeah.
us be more sustainable at home and use
Yeah,
cleaner
and-
energy.
Did you guys also hear about the new system that the iPhone phones have? You can't charge your phone unless you use clean energy sources, or not really charge, but the charging of your phone will be less slower because because the goal of that is to reduce the carbon footprint or something.
Of
Yeah.
the Apple users.
Yeah, that will.
Since there are a lot of Apple users.
Yeah.
So going back to our
Yes.
MIL video, what was the process? We researched, right? We started from researching
Yeah,
about
yeah.
our SDG goals, and then what did we do after we?
Creating poster.
Oh, we made
Yeah,
yeah,
we
posted.
posted.
Yeah, how
we
about you?
posted
Yeah,
posters.
you had to post that in social media, right? How about how many likes did you get on that post again?
I had 200 plus, so it means that our advocacy was able to reach quite a lot of people on social media. How about you, Siegfried?
Mine is sadly 6 likes.
At least you tried.
It's okay, at least there were 6
Yes.
people who
That you
had to see our advocacy.
Yes.
How about you?
I didn't check it, but I sent it to all of the group chats in my messenger, so I think it reached a lot of people.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
How about you, Ed?
Since I don't really post that much on Facebook, I go around with 17 likes.
Yeah.
17
Yeah.
people.
Really enough.
People.
But with 6, I think Siegfried did better than me because what I did was I didn't post my poster publicly because I don't really want to post anything on social media. But I did share it to my friends so that maybe they are aware of the situation or about the SG7.
So during the process of making our video, was it difficult or what did you learn from it? So
Yeah, of
further
course, it was
topic?
difficult because we only had 90 seconds to work on it. And
We
I think,
had a lot to
yeah, we
say.
had a lot to say.
And it's challenging to create a video. It's just 90 seconds.
Yeah, and
And there's a lot of ideas to be
To be
compiled,
shared.
yeah, and shared.
yeah, speaking of idea, do you guys, we, in our video that we wanted to emphasize the usage of light and other devices that weren't really being used properly and were, how do you say this? And
Overused.
yeah, they overused their devices, and we wanted to emphasize that in our advocacy video, and we had a lot of ideas actually, but we didn't get to really put it all in our in the 90-second video because a 90-second video is too short for us.
Yeah, especially with the goals that we mentioned, the problem, what the SDG 7 is all about. How about you, Sigrid? What did you learn from making our advocacy video? Did you learn values or anything of the sort?
I learned that it is actually quite difficult to make videos and a lot of value like turning off the lights when not in use and stuff.
How about you, Ed?
I already like shared my ideas like before, so
Yeah.
I'm just quite repeating it. It's quite challenging in creating a 90-second video because we have a lot of ideas to put in a single video, just 90 seconds, and it has very like lessons like what Sigrid said, like turning off the lights to sustain energy in our home. So that's it.
Yeah.
I can add to that. I can say that we learned the value of teamwork, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Because
Can save time.
yeah, yes, it can help us save time, and also if we play our roles properly, the process will be smoother. Because three of you were actors, and then
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the main
also
actor.
the-
director.
Yeah, director and then the editor.
Then I
But
was the writer as well.
Ed helped me with editing, so it was a lot easier to do.
So we learned that value, and also commitment to our
Yes.
goal to make this video and this podcast as well, the commitment to our advocacy and what we want to share to the audience. And so, how about you? Do you have anything to add?
Of course, what I've learned from that experience is that no matter what challenges that we might face, we have to accept it and deal with it as much as possible. Because even though we had a lot of ideas, we still managed to put it all in a video. Not all, but we managed to put our ideas in that 90-second video.
So to wrap this up, before we wrap this up, we would like to share a few of our suggestions on how to be more sustainable and to use cleaner energy at home. So who would like to start? Would you like to start, Sigrid?
Just like said before. And maybe if you want to save, you can just buy solar panels. It actually adds. That's
Yes, using solar panels can help us lessen our monthly bills, and it can also help the environment, like using more sustainable energy.
It's like they both said, like switch to solar energy for cleaner and more sustainable energy. So we can say goodbye to those higher bills we pay on our electricity bills, and it can help create a sustainable world in our community.
Yeah. But for me, I don't want to say anything like them. Not in that way, because what I want you guys to know is that we need to be more aware about this situation, and we need to spread awareness for everyone so that they might be more aware of the situation, and because if they know more about it, and they can make the world a better place, because the change starts within, and if they want to change the world, they should start changing themselves. Yeah.
I agree.
That's a nice statement, yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to cut this video short. But if you want to learn more about these topics, you can search up SDG 7, which is the affordable and clean energy online. Once again, this is Kahayag Productions, and ito'y
Isang
Kahayag para sa Kahayag.
Bye!
Bakit ko nag-clap?
Great. Ano pa yun? Again,